Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of Cruel and Beautiful, Eye of the Dragon, and Rabbit Hole. I have no hopes for Psychonauts 2. The only reason I think I haven't unsubbed from Game Pass at this point is so that I can play Psychonauts 2 day one and sort of get an idea of like how this game is going to play out and how this game is going to be. And I haven't seen any gameplay footage. I haven't seen any trailers. I've mostly just seen like a couple of like interviews from like the staff and stuff like that. I have no optimism for it. It looks like another Kickstarter game. Sure, like Double Fine was acquired by Microsoft, but I think the bulk of the development was made under Kickstarter money, which is always a red flag. Tim Schafer just doesn't have a good track record when it comes to Kickstarter projects. I don't like the fact that he did it with Broken Age, and I don't like the fact that he did it again with Psychonauts 2. But I love the original Psychonauts. I really do enjoy the game. I think it's like I thought it was really original and creative. But is Psychonauts 2 going to recapture the same magic? And my assumption, my personal opinion is no. I don't think it's going to. Like I think Double Fine as a company has like decayed over the past couple of years. At this point, like I think Tim Schafer is like a used up has-been that has been relevant in like legit probably about like a decade. Like I can't think of anything in the past decade that he's put out that's been received very well by fans. If anything, I think Psychonauts' popularity is mostly just due to it being like a new, interesting 3D platforming game, one that like distinguished itself from like its contemporaries in a lot of narrative and like sort of character sort of driven ways. It's not really like a great game, like, you know what I mean? Like it's not really a great like platformer in that respect. It's mostly about like just shoving a lot of like really creative, like interesting visuals and like world designs at you and sort of having you like solve them. Like it's always like throwing like new interesting things at you. I don't think that Psychonauts 2 is going to be like it's really going to have the same impact if it's the same thing again, especially if it's the same thing again but more woke. And I do think that's the big thing, that's the big major red flag that's really had me going, is Tim Schafer's political beliefs going to negatively impact the development of Psychonauts 2? And I think with this recent announcement that Psychonauts 2 is integrating a God mode for people who can't fucking play video games, right? You can just breeze through the entire thing without fear of dying. That is absolutely the case. I think Tim Schafer has reached the point where he cannot develop any good games at all. Like, I don't want people who can't play games to be able to play them. Like, you can talk shit all you want about, like, being inclusive and things like that, but what you're really doing is making a game that isn't in any way engaging to those of us who are looking for a sequel to the original, which didn't have these features. Like, nobody who was able to finish the original Psychonauts is asking for this. Like, I don't understand why this has been a big push among leftists and SJWs in the game industry. Well, actually, I do know. It's because they can't play games. Like, they just want to be able to, like, breeze through the entire thing, review the story as if they actually played it, and then just go about their day, like, tweeting about, like, Trump or whatever. Like, this push to have, like, easy settings in games or game journalist settings in games, it was always a joke. It's not something that anybody really wants, and yet no actual gamer wants, and yet we're constantly seeing people like Tim Schafer, like Double Fine, really enable these people, really pretend as if their opinion on anything matters. And personally, like, the fact that they've decided to do this, they decided to like buckle on this, it makes me think that I think I think you probably should avoid Psychonauts 2. Now, I'm going to play it because I'm going to review the game and probably talk about this kind of thing in more detail. But for general audiences, like, I would recommend like sitting and waiting for a bit. Like, just don't buy the game. Don't buy the game day one and wait and see if the game really holds up. It might not. I really can't say. I haven't been following enough of it, but I do feel as if we are heading down this route in which we can't trust people like Tim Schafer. We can't trust Double Fine. We shouldn't support them, and hopefully after Psychonauts 2, this is the last we're going to see of them. But until then, next time.